Okay, so we did 1 through 8 in the previous video. This time, I'm going to do 9 through 12. These are our imaginary numbers, our complex numbers. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it. Let's review doing it by hand. If I'm dividing by a complex number, we need to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. So when I do that, I need to distribute. So 7 times 8, 56. 7 times negative I is negative 7i. Then I'd have a negative 8i. And then plus I squared. In the denominator, I have 64 minus 8i plus 8i minus I squared. Now, the beauty of that, when we multiply by the conjugate, is that these middle terms cancel. Now, just a reminder, everywhere I see an I squared, it's going to get replaced with a -1. So let's see what we have left. We'd have a 56 plus a -1. Negative 7i and a negative 8i is a negative 15i over 64 plus 1, because negative 1 would be a plus 1, that'd be a 65. Now, multiple choice test, this would have to be simplified. So I notice everything is divisible by 5. So if I divide the numerator and denominator by 5, I get 11 minus 3i over 13. Now, on a multiple choice, this could also be written as 11 over 13 minus 3 over 13i. Now, I told you I was going to show you 2 different ways to do this. So, this can also be done in a TI-84. This is why these calculators are awesome. So, I'm going to go in, and this is in a fraction form. So 7 minus, there's a little bitty I right above that decimal, and it's in blue. So second decimal, I get 7 minus I. 8 plus I. Oh, hold on. I forgot. It doesn't like it to be in a fraction. I'm so sorry for that. I would have to do 7 minus I divided by, it actually wants to look like a division problem. 8 plus I. And it's giving me all these weird decimals. Well, I know I had fractions, right? If I press math, the first option is convert to fraction. It says that's 11 over 13 minus 3 over 13i. Number 10. 8 minus 2i over 3 minus 4i. I'm going to multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So that would be 3 plus 4i. And then 3 plus 4i. Now we would need to distribute. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4i is 32i. That'd be negative 6i. And then negative 8i squared. In the denominator, whoops, I forgot to close my parentheses, that'd be 9 plus 12i minus 12i minus 16i squared. Now, these are always going to cancel. And all of these I squareds are going to turn into a negative 1. So that's really going to just turn that into a positive 8 and that into positive 16. So I'd have 24 plus 8. 32 minus 6i would be 26i. Then 9, that'd be plus 16, would be 25. Now this one doesn't reduce, but it could be written as 32 over 25 plus 26 over 25i. Let's see if the calculator gives me the same thing. 8 minus 2i divided by 3 minus 4i. Gave me some decimals. I'm going to convert those back to fractions. Got the same thing. 11. 11, I'm just multiplying. 3 plus 2i times 2 minus 4i. So 3 times 2 is 6 minus 12i plus 4i minus 8i squared. That's going to become a negative 1. So that's going to be positive 8 plus 6 is 14 minus 8i. I'm going to mark my answers. Let's go ahead and go to 12. Well, I squared is negative 1. So that turns into a positive 2, and a 3 would be 5 plus 8i. Remember, the imaginary friends always ride in the back seat.